I'm making my cheesy garlic babka muffins. To get started, I'm making my dough. I'll heat up some milk, which will help the yeast proof. And then I'll grab my mixer bowl and I'll pour in the milk. I'll grab my packet of yeast and I'll sprinkle it over the milk. And I'll also add 2 teaspoons of sugar. I'll swirl this around and then let it sit until it gets foamy on top. And in the meantime, I'll crack my eggs. I'll add the eggs right into this bowl, and then I'll also add a 1/4 cup of sugar and 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And now I'll whisk this together. Next, I'll grab my flour. I'll get this onto my stand mixer. Now with the mixer on low, I'm gonna add 3 cups of flour. I'll keep on mixing while I grab my butter. I have some softened butter here, and I'm gonna add it gradually to allow it to mix in. And now I'll let this mix and knead for about 7 to 10 minutes until it's smooth and slightly sticky. This dough looks perfect. It's smooth, it's still a little bit sticky. Okay, I'm gonna ball it up, and it's ready to rise. And now I'll grab a clean bowl. I'll drizzle it with some olive oil so the dough doesn't stick. And then I'll place it in top down, give it a little zhuzh, and then turn it right side up so that the whole thing is covered in oil. And I'll grab my plastic wrap. Now this will rise for about 2 hours or until it's doubled in size. And in the meantime, I'll prepare all of my fillings to stick inside. This dough is perfectly puffy, and now I'm ready to roll it out and shape my muffins. I'll place the dough on my counter. I'll roll out my dough into a long, skinny rectangle. It's a perfect rectangle. I'm gonna brush it with some olive oil now. And the olive oil in here is gonna help create the layers of the muffins. And now it's time to fill. I'll start with a few pinches of crushed red pepper, and now some toasted pine nuts, some chopped fresh oregano, and next my shredded Gruyere cheese, and lastly, my garlic. All my toppings are on, and now I'll roll this up like a jelly roll. I'm rolling this up tightly to lock in all of the fillings. When I get to the top, I'll pinch the edges shut, and then I'm gonna place it seam side down. And now I'm gonna cut it into 24 slices. Now I'll grab my muffin tin. This has been greased so that the muffins don't stick. And to place these in, I'm gonna grab 2 pieces. So I'll take 1 piece, twist it around, place it in my muffin tin, take a second piece, give it a twist, and place it right on top of the first piece. I'll keep on shaping. When I'm done, I'll cover them and let them rise for another 30 minutes until they're puffy, and then it'll be almost time to bake. Oh my gosh, look how good they look! These have puffed up beautifully. I'm gonna brush them with some egg wash now. This is just an egg beaten with a splash of water, and it's gonna help the tops get golden and shiny. For added embellishment on the top, I'll sprinkle these with flaky salt. This will add a little saltiness and crunch, and it'll be sparkly on top. And black pepper, basically savory sprinkles. And grated Parmesan, which will add saltiness and umami, and it'll get golden on top as well. Okay, these are ready for the oven now. They'll go in at 375 for 15 to 20 minutes until they're golden on top. They're gonna be scrumptious. It smells outrageous in here. Oh my gosh. Holy Toledo, how good do these look? These look insane. I have to taste one immediately. Here I go. See all the fillings. It's so garlicky and delicious. Look at these gorgeous swirls.